As the last embers faded to ash in the funeral pyre for Ja'ra Goh, the party pays their final respects to another fallen comrade. The acrid smoke fades away into the pale, overcast sky, mixing with the chill mist from Tser Falls and the raging torrent of water that pours down from 1,000 feet overhead. Some of the half-elves' belongings are shared among the party, while others are cast aside. Everyone is quiet as they break camp, and you backtrack along the river's edge to the Tser Pool, where you first met the Vistani. Not a single wagon track, footprint, or discarded item lies along the riverbank. The morning mist dances along the surface of the river, but there's still no trace of their camp. You continue back up the forest trail to the Ravenloft Crossroads, and stand once more before the rusted gallows, where the illusory corpse of Ja'ra Goh melted and disappeared into the damp earth. You can't help but shiver as you think on the irony of it. Perhaps fate and destiny in Barovia are only the cruel twist of dark and malicious powers that corrupt goodness and hope into bleak despair. It was certainly true for the fallen. You continue traveling northwest along the Old Svalich Road as it winds and bends its way through the mist-shrouded woods. There are tall trees and dense canopies arcing overhead to block out the meager light. Strange noises from the thick bush on both sides of the muddy road, but nothing comes of it. Eventually the woods open up, and the Ravenloft Crossroads stand before you. A sign shows that Vallaki lies through the wooded road to the northwest, and Castle Ravenloft lies to the east. You continue in the direction of Vallaki as the road twists and turns through the heavily wooded hills, obscuring anything but what's immediately in front or behind. Suddenly you hear the sounds of shouts and fighting from up ahead. As you come around the next bend in the road, you find an overturned wagon with the axle and wheel smashed on a large boulder. The rest of the wagon is in pieces. The horse leading the wagon lies dead, and 3 direwolves nearly the size of a bear are quickly devouring its corpse. Blood and torn flesh cover their maws, and they tear at the carcass in a crimson frenzy. A lean man in dark leathers with a short sword in each hand darts and stabs with lethal grace at another direwolf, holding his own for the moment, but you're not sure how much of the blood covering him is his own or that belonging to the beast. An older man, dressed like a wealthy merchant, in black silk and silver trim, stands with his back to the overturned wagon. He wields a cane with a silver raven's head in one hand and brandishes a hastily lit torch in the other as the 5th direwolf advances on him, with saliva dripping from its jaws. It's clearly this man's frantic shouting that you heard earlier as he continues his failed attempts to intimidate the ravenous wolf intent upon his prey. You watch for a moment as the fight continues. Pick Night Breeze. Welcome to Barovia. Roll initiative, and let's see what you can do.
Okay, let's do it.
Alright, let me get roll 20 up here.
18 initiative.
18?
Yep.
Alright. And let's roll for some baddies. Okay, 1 sec. Where are you? You are. Okay. That's 11 there. For the wolf with you.
Okay.
And then we're going to do your traveling companion here. He is going to be 20. Alright, he's doing good.
Nice.
Okay. And he's got his own wolf as well. Let's go ahead and look at that one. Okay. And I'll just group the other 3 wolves together for now. With, they're at 20, but I'll put them at 19. Give you guys the benefit. Okay. So he is first, your traveling companion. He's shouting and brandishing his torch in one hand, his cane in the other. He's basically screaming for help. He hasn't seen the party yet, but he's basically just trying to back away and dodge the lunging attacks of the wolf that's bearing down on him. So he's not actively fighting yet. He's just trying to evade any kind of snapping jaws or claws. So he will take some dodging actions. Alright, the 3 wolves are still feeding on the horse. They'll do that for a couple rounds before they're satisfied. So it comes to you next.
All right. So I Pick is taking a look at the scenario, seeing kind of how the kind of land is laid out around him. How far away is he from the ceiling?
He is. I would say you're within 10 feet, but you're not within 5 feet. You're not within melee range of him, but you're nearby him.
Okay. All right, then I will take an attack on the wolf in front of me. Since it hasn't gone yet, I'll get advantage on that. Okay. And since I have advantage, I will get auto crit.
Awesome.
Oh no, sorry, no, it's not surprise. Sorry, I will get the sneak attack damage on it though, because I have advantage on the roll.
Okay.
Just if I hit. So, sin and suffering.
Okay.
13 and a 23.
One sec. 13, you said, and 23?
Yep.
The 23 will hit, but not the 13.
Okay.
So it dodges your first swing, but then it's off balance and gets hit quite squarely by your second one.
Yeah, so the first one was kind of a slice, trying to get its attention away from Vasily, and so I wasn't really too worried about that if that had managed to sink in. But then the other was a straight thrust, and that'll be 21 damage.
Wow, nice. That is awesome. Very nice. Alright, so you just come in with that expert stab, and you just run it right through, probably right through its belly or something like that, because it's bloodied. It is severely wounded by that. So, nice job. That's good. And?
Pick spits.
Dire wolves. Is that all you got, Barovia?
Yeah.
Alright.
Without disengaging as my movement action, I'd like to put myself physically like between Vasily and this second wolf. Do you mean like with it, like just so I just kind of shift a bit, just so I'm in that line, shall we say?
Okay. So you want to still be engaged with the one you're with, but you want to put yourself between the other one?
No, the one I'm fighting, between myself and the one I'm fighting, just to make sure that it's it can't get around me.
Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, no problems there. Okay. So next is the wolf that is attacking Vasily, and it will make an attack here. It's going to just go for a bite. 7 to attack. That is not going to do it. That will not do it, even for an old man, an old merchant. That's not going to hit him. So, yeah. So it just goes for the bite, and anyway, he was already dodging, so he easily gets out of the way of that. And now it goes to...
As a free action, I'd like to use like speech, and I say, Vasily, draw him closer to me if you can.
Gladly. It'd be my pleasure. And he'll just keep trying to dodge and disengage from the wolf he's with, but he'll do it in the direction of you.
Okay.
And so it's down to the wolf that's fighting you, the one that you wounded already.
Yep.
And it's going to attack with, it's going to try and bite you as well. And I'm trying to think if its companion is nearby. I think so. Because you're moving towards Vasily, right? And Vasily's moving towards you. So that means the two wolves are moving towards both of you as well. Okay. So 21.
That'll hit.
Advantage. Okay. So 10 piercing damage. And I need you to
Flesh
do
wound.
So I just like chomps down, maybe, I don't know, on your leg or your arm after you just swung your sword.
Perfect. Now it's within range.
Yep. Can you do a strength saving throw?
Probably not.
Let's see if you get knocked down.
15.
Nice. Yep, you just had to beat a 13. Awesome. So what do you do when this wolf takes a bite on you and tries to knock you down? How do you get out of that?
I squeeze my legs together at the knees to try to hold its jaws and head right there, so I can just get ready to stab down into it.
Awesome. All
I
right.
brace myself in the modified horse stance.
All right. So that finishes the first round. So Morty and Roth and company, you've come across this scene, and this is what you've just seen as you turn the corner. You guys have a moment now. If you want to intervene, you'll have to roll initiative and join, or if not, you can make your own decisions now about what you want to do, and then we'll go back to the fight.
How far away are we?
I would say maybe 20 feet. It's a pretty narrow road, and it's bending. I'd say like 20-25 feet. You could get there if you wanted to.
Knowledge question for Ismark. Does he know Vasily?
He...
Like, would he recognize? Let's put it this way: would he recognize Vasily physically, like as he stands there?
He would. Yeah, he would. He would recognize him because Vasily travels around Barovia. He doesn't go to that village often. There's not really much down there in that part of Barovia because it's pretty close to Castle Ravenloft. So not a lot of things want to live there. But yeah, he recognizes him.
Okay, then probably Ismark would at least make comment to the others, like, our path leads to Vallaki, and seems that there's trouble in the midst here. I do know of this merchant. He's of the local.
Yeah, he would say this is a traveling merchant. I've seen him in our village before. I recognize his face. He usually has more guards with him, though. So, Groth and Morty, do you have anything you want to do before we go back to the fight? Anything you want to even say to each other?
Groth will kind of just sort of nod kind of sternly at that one, and I'll cast Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
If I may.
On yourself?
Yeah, it's just it's a buff. So.
Awesome. Okay. Are you planning to join the fight?
Yeah.
The only thing I ask is if you are planning to, then also roll initiative too. If not, then that's still okay. You can wait longer, or you can wait the whole fight, or you can just keep walking.
Well, we're pretty close, and I don't think walking around the forest looks like a good idea at the moment. And if it's marked on it, so I'll roll some initiative.
Okay.
But at the moment, would we have a surprise attack on them? Because I'm assuming they haven't started kind of eat us yet.
No, they're not trying to eat you. They're trying to eat the horse and the other two guys.
So they haven't noticed this.
Yeah, I'll say they haven't noticed you. So if any of them notice you, no, because even the ones that aren't engaged in the fight are busy mowing down on the horse. So,
cool.
But at the same time, they're keen hunters and they do have keen hearing, so they will hear you once you come in.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you won't have a full surprise on them, but they don't know you're there right now.
Cool.
Okay, so what'd you get? Sorry, 17?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Do you want me to roll for what's the face as well?
No, we'll just have her go on your turn.
Okay.
Easy 11.
Yeah.
Alright, Morgan? Do you have any action or non-action you want to do?
Morty, being the far-traveling gnome, he's learned, especially when going through bad parts of town, you don't really make eye contact with other caravans. because if they see you and a gnome look at you the wrong way, you have to kind of attack the gnome. And so he's really not paying attention to anything that's happening on the side of the road. However, after Ismark makes this comment, and everybody gets ready for battle, Morty kind of looks up, knowing that there's an enemy, and so he sees these dire wolves and he sees these people, and he's kind of looking confused, pointing, trying to find out which one he's supposed to attack.
Nice. Awesome. Okay.
So did anyone tell me who to attack?
I don't know. Did anybody do that? Does
No.
anybody see the confusion on
I don't think currently any of us would know that he's not aware.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we'll say that maybe Morty waits one more round.
Yeah,
Morty's
Morty's
figure out what's going on.
Morty's just trying to look, and he's just confused at what to do. So you see him beginning to cast a spell, but he's waiting to see who he's supposed to attack. So he's pointing at the wolves, pointing at the people, pointing at the dead horse, and yeah.
Awesome. Love it. Okay. Alright, so we'll say Morty's holding for one more round, so he figures it out. So
Ismark has a initiative of 3.
Yeah.
Fucking Ismark, you dare go and oh yeah, that's what's his face? Yeah,
sorry, 4.
You should go and help him out. No.
Well, he's hesitant because the wolves might get around him towards Irina.
Yeah, that's what he says.
he whispers.
That's been happening a lot, Ismark. We're just going to note.
You can go on your turn too, just so we don't have too much initiative tracking going on.
Okay.
Just don't do too many shenanigans. Taking 2 turns at once.
So Ismark jumps in front of me.
Yeah, exactly. that's when you lose your NPC privileges. Alright, so we're back at the top then with the second 4 round. So we have Vasily is again going to go next, and he's following your advice. He's just continually dodging and trying to disengage from this wolf, and he's going to try to move to behind you so that the 2 wolves you're between him and both wolves.
That's fair.
And so that'll keep giving him advantage on his dodging. Really the dodge action, basically. And then we have... who do we have next?
The wolves that attacked him.
Yeah, the wolf that's attacking him. Goes for a bite. 19. But I'll have to quickly check something here. One sec. Yeah, okay, so he's gonna roll again for the disadvantage and take the lowest. 16. Okay, so that is not enough to hit Vasily. So again, the wolf just biting, but actually that would cancel because it has disadvantage, but it has advantage for the pack tactics as well. So just so just that first roll actually would have been valid. So we'll say the 19 does hit, and it's 10 off Vasily. And let's see Vasily do a strength saving throw. 14's gotta be a 13, nice. Yeah, so this wolf comes in, just bites on him, and he's basically brandishing this torch in front, but as he pulls his arm across in front of his chest, the wolf clamps down on his forearm, and he takes the piercing damage from the bite, but he's able to stay on his feet. Alright, then we're back to you.
Alright. Sin is gonna drop straight down on this wolf that I'm kind of clenched between my knees. It's gonna be 18.
Okay, 18 to hit. Yes, that will do it.
And because Vasily is now within 5 feet of me, I'll get the damage as well, so it'll be 21 damage again.
Wow. Nice. So is that the same one you hit before?
Yeah.
Alright, tell me how you kill it.
Well, it's kind of trapped with its jaws around my leg, and its skull kind of between my knees. So Pick's looking over at the other wolf to see how close it is, and he literally just slams the blade down into the right near the back of the skull of the wolf, and then he kind of slides across and tries to attack the other wolf with his second sword,
Awesome.
throwing himself in between Vasily and the other wolf. So that
Awesome.
one's going to be only an 8.
Okay. So yeah, it was kind of just an offhand strike for you, just trying to take advantage of the moment, but you're too focused on that kill shot with the first wolf, so you're probably not that disappointed that you missed the second swing.
Yeah, fair play.
Alright, doing
This
more
is
than
hard.
Joe already, man. Pretty good.
Upon seeing this, Mort is just standing mouth agape, not knowing whether he should cheer or run in terror. He doesn't know if he's a good guy or bad guy yet.
He's murdering wolves, big wolves.
Yeah, who's doing the most murder?
Alright, so I guess Ismark has his turn next.
Yeah.
So he has his heavy crossbow,
Okay. Yeah.
and so in similar fashion to what Pick just did, he's going to put himself in between Irina and the pack of wolves. Does he have a shot at the remaining live wolf, or does he only have a shot at the 3 that are eating the horse?
He can try to hit the one, yeah, that you're engaged with.
That didn't go so well last time, as I recall.
Just don't roll a critical fail.
Yeah, it says that. Alright, let's give it a try.
Yeah.
Heavy crossbow shot. Ding! 11.
11. Okay, that it misses, but it doesn't hit anyone else. It just misses.
Goodness.
Yeah, just to clear.
Can we give Ismark advantage, as he's the first guy shooting from our party, and we're just sort of joining the fray? Just give at least one of us a surprise attack.
Yeah, I think that's fair with him because he's attacking from range.
Yeah,
I think that's fine.
he's the first one to at least sort of shoot.
Yeah, you tell him,
after
Groth. You
that.
tell him how it is.
Yeah,
After that,
anybody who's attacking from range will have a surprise shot. But anybody who runs in will have a surprise shot because they'll hear that. They'll hear you coming.
Yeah, I'm running in with like.
That's a 7.
Yeah, there you go. It was a good try though.
11.
Fucking hell, I was trying to get Ismark's confidence back up.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
pretty
just
low
gives you a high
for
five and a
crossbow.
sheepish
He's
look.
not happy with it.
Gives you both a
Okay,
high five and a
that's
sheepish look.
Getting used to that model.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Maybe for a second too, seeing the crossbow bolt kind of slam into the ground somewhere near the wolf, Pick will turn and maybe catch eyes with one member of the party and give a kind of sly grin and a nod in the direction before turning back to the other wolves.
okay.
So as you give a sly grin and a nod at the party, Groff, his armor of Agathis is just coming up now. It's like a sort of cold mist swirling around him with a red glow from his one orbit.
Awesome.
He just gives you a toothy smile back.
Yeah, now Pick's not quite so sure that wasn't meant for him.
Now you don't know, like, are these guys with the wolves or what? Alright, so Grath is up next.
Can I let Irina go first if she's on my initiative? So she'll shoot and I'll run.
Okay.
So what's are there still 3 of them eating on a horse, or are they spread out now?
They're going to be attacking. Yeah. As soon as
Uh-huh.
one of their pack got killed, they're now more focused on you guys than the food.
Cool. Irina will sort of shoot at the closest wolf then.
Okay.
And she's going to use...
Draw that aggro. Draw that aggro.
14.
14, one sec. 14 will just hit.
That's 6 piercing.
Nice. Okay, so was she aiming at the one that's still engaged with Pick and Vasily, or was she aiming for the pack of 3?
Just whatever's closest.
Okay, we'll just say the one with Pick and Vasily then.
And then she'll do that again because she's got... She got advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
For
so
this time.
Oh shit!
Oh, there's a
She doesn't need a second roll on that one. But yeah.
Oh, she crits. Nice. So how did that calculate? Did it already double the damage, or was that?
Yeah. It's already baked it in, I think.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Did it?
That's it.
Yeah, just double check that.
It just says 7 plus 3.
That's one.
So did it roll twice then? Is that what it did? Hang on, I'll switch back to roll 20.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's 11.
Yeah, it did. It rolled twice.
I just got a 1 on the second.
Yeah, I just got a 1 in the second roll.
Okay, yeah, 1d8 plus 3 plus 0, 7 plus 3. So did it roll twice? Looks like it rolled twice.
Yeah. It's done. Just put it in.
Yeah, rolled twice.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so
That's
that was
11. Nice.
Yeah. And then Groff will charge in at the same one.
Awesome. So those two arrows go flying, and the first one sinks into the shoulder. Does some damage, but the wolf's not really debilitated by it. Causes some blood to flow. But the second shot was definitely a good one. It sunk in deep in the vitals. And it's not bloodied, but it is close and it's hurt.
Cool.
It's
Awesome. So you're rushing in? Yeah, you'll basically take your full movement to get up in there, but you can still attack. Wow, 20?
20 to hit, yeah.
Damn, son.
It's awesome.
Awesome. You guys are on fire today.
10 slashing damage.
Nice. So that's the same one. Okay, now it is. So to describe it, okay, it's not dead, but it took another very serious, nearly fatal blow.
So yeah, just as I put a lot of weight behind it, and just after it's taken those initial hits, it's kind of looking around. I swing it down. As it looks up, I just sort of shear into the side of its flank, taking a lot of fur and flesh off.
Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of fight in it.
Just blood.
Thanks for the assist, stranger.
Aye, it's a bit of a dodgy road, this one.
You're telling me.
People don't travel very often in Barovia. Okay, so it is that wolf's turn. So it's going to. It's probably going to attack Groff because you're the last one to hit it. So it's
baby.
But you're pretty badass, so I'm not too worried about your chances. Alright. So unfortunately it's alone now. The other three wolves haven't moved in from the horse, so it doesn't have advantage. It just gets one bite attack on you. 15?
Nah.
Okay, so it just takes that deep gash. The arrow goes in, then your greatsword, I guess you're using your greatsword now. Your greatsword just cleaves into it, and it just whimpers in pain and tries to lash out with a bite, but it's not. It doesn't have the muscle anymore to properly get at you. And now the three other wolves will come in. So they move from the horse, and one goes for Pick, one goes for Groff, and one goes for Vasily.
What was their initiative?
There's 7. They're low.
Oh yeah, it's Morty up with them.
Yeah, I was 14.
Oh, did you actually roll? I thought you were gonna wait. No?
No, you
That was the last round. This is the
I
next round.
I rolled.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, go for it then.
Well, I feel like upon seeing all these people running, now Morty sees Groff in there, so now he's pointing. Is it the wolves? Is it the dead horse? Is it Groff? And then he realizes, oh wait, Groff's attack the wolves. I should probably attack the wolves. And so Morty will look and he'll see the 3 wolves that are just around this dead horse. Yeah. And he knows that one of these wolves doesn't contain the soul of Artie because they're not a gnome-sized wolf. So he will. He sees this as a problem, and so he fixes it the way that a good gnome tinker would fix a problem. And all of a sudden, in the air, there's all these cogs that begin turning magically. And these cogs, I imagine, I forgot what action movie it is, where they do a fight in a big grandfather clock. I think it's a Jackie Chan movie. and so like, they're trying to avoid the cogs and stuff. And so this is a re-flavor of Cloud of Daggers, if that's all right.
Cool. That's awesome, man.
So
So it's flying cogs and
And
wolves and shit.
And so yeah, and you can see that like they just are grinding, and they don't even get a save. It just destroys
Awesome.
everything in the area. And so like this horse just being grinded to viscera, and the wolves are dire wolves, even though they try to avoid it. But let's see how much. And on the beginning of their turn, all of the wolves and dead horse will take 4d10. I mean, 4d4 or 10 damage.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, while Mort is casting, Artie sees these wolves getting angry, and he knows that dire wolves basically destroy non-dire wolves. So he's like slowly backing up the full movement speed, and he'll even dash with his action to make sure we get out there. So we're gonna be about 60 feet away.
Awesome. That's fantastic, man.
Yeah,
I was very curious to Artie's reaction because these are very much larger than him. And he would have, a very natural aversion to being eaten by one of them. Okay. Alright.
So
So
my
they-
version.
Oh, you're fine. You already killed one. Alright, so that's Morty and Artie. So now it's the three wolves.
So
they were
They all
sitting on
take
the
10 damage.
Oh yeah, yep. So there's just these arcane gears and cogs that just go slicing and slashing into them. And so they're bleeding from numerous gashes across their fur. But they become almost frenzied by this. And as I was saying before, they just rush in and attack the nearest people they can see. And that would be Rock, Pick, and Vasily. So let's start with, say this is Pick, this is Vasily, and this is Cross. Alright, start with Pick.
Good.
Jump back to roll 20. Okay. Actually, are you still standing between them and Vasily?
Yeah.
Okay, so then they can't. One of them can't actually reach Vasily yet, so they're gonna still have two focused on you.
Perfect.
Okay. So
That's a hit.
21. Yep. So 10 piercing.
Yep.
And I'll need that strength saving throw.
That's a fail.
Oops. Okay, you are knocked prone.
Fantastic. This could be the shortest new character ever.
No, it's not that bad. Let's see, what's the worst that happens? Prone. Cost time you're speaking to stand up, no big deal. You don't run anywhere. Your attacks have disadvantage. Enemy attacks have advantage within 5 feet and disadvantage further away. Again, it's not a big deal because they would have had advantage on you anyway with their pack tactics. So there's no real difference for you. But you're still in the way, so the other one will bite at you. Oops.
Oh.
Okay.
That wasn't good.
Yeah, it's not going to be 10 damage though, unfortunately. Hang on. It's gonna be...
I'm down.
Really?
Yep.
I mean, you were already down.
Yeah, now I'm down. I doubled down.
This is the second damage.
Yep.
Oh. Jesus.
Okay.
Another 10.
Yeah, I'm at minus 10.
Jesus. What happened? You guys were winning. You're still winning. Don't worry, help us here. So that's that one. So then the third one's going to go for Groth. And it's attacks. Groth, how close are you to Pick?
I've only just met the guy. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, not really.
I don't know. I just attacked that wolf. What was the wolf?
Yeah,
Basically,
Pick was further from you than the wolf. Because the wolf was between the two of you when you came in behind the wolf that he was fighting. And that wolf went down. And then these wolves were further back and came rushing in. So I think at best you're probably next to him. Like you're pretty close to him. You're within. If you engage the same enemy he's engaged with, then you're within 5 feet of him, right?
But he's got the reach with his weapon too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I've someone greatsword at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
Dummy.
Okay.
So
23 to hit.
Me?
You, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 piercing, and you can give me a strength save, which is probably going to be a piece of cake for you.
Give me a sec. Because if he's hit me, he also takes damage.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Because of that spell I cast before, blah blah blah.
That's how I roll.
Again, 10 bit particularly where he takes cold. Blah blah blah, cold damage. 10 hit points. If creature hit the target. It takes 15 cold damage.
Damn, son! And you can see like extreme frostbite kind of situation where it bites in on you, and part of its body just freezes solid and kind of cracks and crumbles, and it's going to be a horrible gaping wound. Nice, when it melts. So he is bloodied, but the blood is not flowing because part of his body's frozen. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just say as it sort of comes in, I grab the side of its head, and the sort of cold seeping into its flesh and fur, and I just snap one of its ears off.
Awesome. Sure. Cool. Alright, so we're back up to the top.
Dire wolves.
Yeah.
So Vasily's first. So he's just going to keep trying to stay out of danger, but he sees that his guard is down. His man at arms here. So he's just gonna sigh and should have brought more guards. Why did I only take one guard with me? And
And not a very good one.
Just 2 days until retirement.
yeah, exactly.
So you see, he like puts out the torch in the dirt, sticks it deep into the earth, not causing any kind of forest fire or anything like that. But he puts out the torch and he reaches for his cane, and he pulls on the silver ravenhead pommel, and out comes a blade, and there's a rapier hidden in the cane. So he's going to use that to
Not a secret cleric, eh?
not a secret cleric.
Damn.
No.
Those are the worst.
No. Sorry, man.
All good.
Yeah. Get to town and there's lots of people that will try to heal you.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to attack the wolf that one of the ones that knocked you down. He's going to attack him.
And yes. Okay. He's going to actually step. Actually, I'm changing that. He's going to step next to Groth, and he's going to try to team up with you to try to focus down one of the wolves, try to get them off the board, and which will give him this plus.
Nice.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
Plus, it'll give him something else. It'll give him this as well. So he just pulls the sheath off of his cane, rapier cane, and just tosses it to the ground, and he just steps up and the hell is that?
He's got the cane now. He's tap dancing.
Yeah. So he just steps up right next to you, Groth, and he just like almost like a fencer, Olympic fencer. He just steps up, makes a stance, lashes out with his arm, and just stabs the wolf right through the heart, and then flicks the blade, and just kind of winks at you, and that's his turn.
Yeah, Groff kind of looks at his great sword and then at this little needly rapier. It's just kind of, he can't quite work it out, but he just shrugs.
It's the length of the whole cane. But yeah. Okay, so that is him. Then the
I will death save.
there's a wolf between you two, I believe.
No, the wolf is dead already. That was the other one.
Okay.
Alright.
Then
Then
that one's out.
So we are back to you and Ismark.
I have a failed death save.
Okay, 1F.
How many backup
Uh,
do you
yeah.
have?
Nice.
Well, I
Well,
know
you've got
Morty.
one
I just put this out there. I'm pretty sure Morty has some cure spells.
It's fresh,
brand new dawn, new day.
And now he's
spell
still
slots.
60 feet away. Yeah,
What's
so
his
Ismark is going to charge in as well. He's just given up on this whole heavy crossbow thing.
Yeah,
It's just not working
he's
out
not
for
looking
him.
too cool in front of his sister with that either.
No, he's really not.
She's not feeling too safe and secure
From
Strahd
Strahd
with
with
that
that crossbow behavior.
Yeah, so he's going to basically just do the old leaping charge and bring his longsword down in a heavy cleave and then come across again in a slice. So,
Nice.
Two
Two attacks?
yeah.
Okay.
And it looks like he'll miss both of them.
Jesus,
That's his mark.
Fucking useless.
It's set up properly.
I think you guys should trade Ismark for Zilly. Give Zilly.
The city's a monster. Yeah.
Alright,
Okay,
so then we have Graphics.
This shitty part is he's got a +5, so he rolled a 4 on both of those.
Yeah. I know, I had to check it out. I was like, maybe his macro is set up wrong. No,
No, that's it.
not bad.
Mhm.
Cool.
Good job, Ismark.
So again, I'll let Arena fire off a couple of shots first. Is there any rules about firing against people who are in melee or anything like that?
Don't miss.
Don't
Yeah.
miss.
Don't roll a
Okay.
critical fail.
You can
How
miss,
many-
don't roll a critical fail.
How many wolves is still up?
There's the two that got the spinning gears and cogs, and then there's the severely wounded one.
I'll show you two.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yep, sorry.
Because
I crossed off
Vasily
the
just
one.
killed you last time.
Yeah, I crossed off the wrong one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So then there's
the one
that's
that's
frozen.
Okay, I shall shoot at that one.
Okay.
So 13.
I don't think that's gonna do it.
Nope.
And 21 for 9
That'll do
piercing.
it. Yep. Alright, so that one goes right through. So Strahd the kill shot from Irina.
Yeah, so just on the sort of frozen side of this wolf where Gross just smacked his hand into it, you just see another arrow slamming into its side. And sort of a slight crystalline crashing sound as its heart breaks within inside and it just slumps. In a mess.
Awesome. And the frozen parts of its flesh just shatter, yeah, into pieces.
To
To shards.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay.
What did you do? You missed yours? Did you go yet, or Irina went first?
Yeah, Irina went first. And then I'll move over. The cloud of daggers, is that still there?
Josh, is that a one-off spell, or do you maintain it?
It's still there, but it's over the horse and everybody left.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna leave it up riding the horse. So honestly, like at first it was like ripping the skin off the horse and the wolves, but the wolves left, but Morty's kind of forgotten about it. So you see the gear struggle a little bit on the big horse bones, and then finally hear kind of satisfying crack as they begin whirling again. But it's kind of like, he's making horse sausage.
Yeah.
There's
There's
chunks
chunks of horse just flying around in the air, the shit's being ground up.
Right.
Bones crunching and shit. Awesome.
You
You guys could have a good barbecue tonight, yeah.
Yeah, man. Bit of French style. So yeah, Groff will sort of whichever what's the name, direwolf's nearest.
Yeah,
There's two now. The basically in front of Pick and you.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I think we're confused about the number of wolves that are left still.
Two?
There's not two left?
Because I killed 2. There's 5 total. I killed
you
2.
kill
2? You killed one,
For
for
sure.
sure.
Did you
kill another one?
You did have some big damage thing.
Am I mistaken on that? Because I thought I killed the 2 because Vasily came over behind me. And then the new one dropped me. because the two were already dead. The new one came in and dropped me. Dave got the one low, and then Vasily killed him.
Yeah, so that's what I was wondering about.
So then there's two left there, and then
second from the beginning, who killed that one? There was the two shots from Irina, and then Dave cut it, or Ross cut into it. But it was
and then Vasily killed it with his radio.
Yeah, okay, right. So that's the one he killed. And then there was the one that
then there's Irina just shot now.
Yeah, and then that's that one. That's the third one.
That should be the fourth one. Am I wrong?
No, there's one.
So I was pretty sure.
I thought you killed it.
Yeah, me and Dave helped me kill the last one, the second one, before the frozen.
Did you actually kill it?
Because it was dead before the three came in. Remember?
Okay, that's fine.
Because it was the two. It was the two that came in that actually knocked me down, not any of the other two, because they were dead, right?
Okay.
And then Dave and Irina and Vasily just killed the frozen one. And then now Irina has hit one of the last two with 9 so far.
The frozen one, yeah.
No, that was dead from Vasily.
Okay.
Frozen one was dead from Vasily. So this is a new round on a new one where Irina has hit one now for 9 damage.
Okay, then. So Vasily killed the frozen one. Okay, you came up
because you said Vasily wants to focus down the one with Dave. So that was the one he killed with his rapier.
Yeah, the one I was confused about is the one that took the shots from Irina first in the first round, and then took a slash from Dave, from Broth. But it still had 10 hit points left, and then I don't remember what happened after that. Who actually finished it off? Because it didn't get ground up in the cloud of daggers. Because it wasn't part of that group.
Oh, that was dead before.
So, it
doesn't matter. Yeah. Anyway, there's definitely 3 of them dead right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. There's 3 of them dead.
Prior to Irina's shot right now.
Okay. So. Alright.
So whatever still, I think the one who's standing at the moment took damage from the cogs, and we'll say it just took 9 from Irina and 14 from me.
Okay. So
unless I've just planted my great sword into the side of the silly, and I'm like, oops, my bad.
Nice. So it's not quite dead though, unfortunately, but it's just laying in the dirt, just making death noises. But it doesn't have much fight left in it. So there's just one wolf left that's in fighting shape, right? Makes sense? Okay.
No, I think I can.
Where are all the wolves gone?
Yeah, I think the one that just attacked now is the first time it's been attacked, other than the cloud of daggers. Like I think it's only got 9.
It took 9 from Irina, and then it took another 14 from Groth just now.
Yeah.
Right? So it's got 2 hit points left.
Okay.
So it's not quite dead, but it's not really in fighting shape either. It's going to try to slink away if it can and die somewhere in the woods, like any animal would if it just had 2 hit points left. But now there's still another wolf that has been just ground up by the cloud of daggers, /gears, and cogs, but nothing else has happened to it. Yeah.
Okay. Can you describe what that final one looks like? After being covered in horse meat.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's got like chunks of horse flesh and bone chips all over it, and it almost looks like a demonic hellhound. It's dark black fur has turned to crimson, glistening crimson, and it looks very horrific and disgusting. But it's also incensed and frenzied by the death of its pack and all the blood in the air. So it's just going to mindlessly attack. But I think it doesn't do that yet until after Morty's turn. Because it's part of the group that goes after Morty. So
Morty's turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Morty being so far away, there's not really much he can do, but he does. He still has his dog whistle he made way back with Mad Mary. Nice. And so he's just going to put it in his mouth and blow it as loud as possible Artie's just going insane from being so close, but Mori doesn't really realize it. I'll use this kind of to cast vicious mockery on the one that's still relatively healthy and fighting. So the one that we were just talking about, looks like a hellhound. So it needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Okay. 8. I'm assuming that's a fail.
Alright. That is a fail. And so it's going to only do 1 damage.
Okay.
But it will have disadvantage in its next attack.
Okay.
Which is really why you use the spell.
Yeah.
And that matters now because it doesn't have a pack advantage. So disadvantage actually matters to it now.
Well, even if it could just cancel out advantage,
Sure.
that'd
Yeah,
be a pretty
absolutely.
big too. So it's only gonna take 1 damage. Like honestly, its ears between like the rough sound of horse bone snapping and the ears being grinding themselves, its hearing is not great. So that's why I only did 1 damage to it. Because it already did like 10 freaking damage, but don't make fun of me.
We've seen what Morty can do. Morty saved everyone from the drowned maiden in the last session, so.
Morty's got street
cred.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the horse is still grinding in the background because Morty's kind of forgotten about it.
So just to be clear, this is the wolf
whistle that calls more wolves, right? That's how it worked out
last time you blew this thing?
I mean, it's a dog whistle, so.
Okay. Alright, I just want to make sure it's the same whistle.
Okay.
Alright, so now it's that wolf. So it gives this, in its ears, what it can hear at its level of hearing, it hears this piercing, painful sound that just enrages it further and causes some blood to come out of its ears. And it will attack. It's gonna go for Graf.
Yeah, man.
And it has disadvantage, right? So,
Yeah.
18.
Ooh, 18's on the money.
Okay. Give me that juicy strength saving throw.
Cool. It also takes 5 cold damage.
Cool. So again, part of its body just freezes to solid. You hear it whimper painfully.
Nice. Good job. So this beast just tries to lunge into you, but it doesn't have the strength anymore behind it. And you easily keep on your feet. So we're back to the top.
Okay, I'll cast Hellish Rebuke on it as well.
Is that
okay, that's a reaction?
Yeah.
Alright, does it do any damage?
Yeah.
Nice.
I need to get the dice roller thing.
2d10 fire on a failed save.
3d10. It's at level.
Nice.
2.
Do I roll a save? Or am I saving for dexterity?
Yeah, what do you roll? Yeah, dex. You'll probably pass it.
I don't know.
My saving throw is not
4.
Oh, nice.
It's not very dexterous right now.
It's
It's
bleeding and
frozen,
frozen,
and its ears are bleeding from a piercing dog whistle.
It's frozen, and now it's just got a hit with 17 fire damage.
Awesome, man. That's a big hit for this
That's
guy.
huge.
Yeah, that's a big hit.
That just took a lot of fight out of him. And he just crumples to the dirt, whimpering. You guys can basically finish it off and finish off the other one if you want at this point. Because neither one of them have any fight left in them.
Pick it up and throw it back to the gears.
Says Morty from 60 feet away. You guys gonna do that?
Yeah, I'll go for that. Like, if it's just kind of latched on and bitten me, if I'm not too far away, if I'm within like 10 feet of the thing, I'll just kind of grab it by the scruff of its neck.
Toss it in the gears.
Because I had a good strength check against it.
Awesome.
Yeah, grappled it. And just...
You know what, Jack?
Give yourself a
point
point of inspiration for that, because that's
awesome. That's fantastic.
That's fantastic.
But like, I'm saying I will throw it. I'm not just pushing it slowly in there.
Yeah. Call.
Alright, you gonna do that with both of them?
Okay. I mean, while I'm doing that, I'm assuming what's his face will
Ismark will get out the other one. He hates these wolves more than anything.
Ismark, give him a little confidence booster.
Yeah.
That one's yours.
We showed those wolves.
Yeah, totally killed those guys. He's looking for high fives. He's like, anyone?
Ismark Wolfsbane.
Yeah, exactly. Wolfsbane. Nice. I love it.
And I'm assuming, what's his face?
Ismark with the crossbow.
The new guy, what's his name?
Vasily.
Vasily would rush over towards.
Yeah, he's gonna check on Pick.
It's 8 damage for the wolf that got thrown in.
Oh yeah, that's enough to finish them off for sure.
And if he starts crawling back out again, just give him a boot.
Cuts off a bit of the rubber on the bottom of your boot.
Awesome.
Actually, I don't feel bad about doing it to dire wolves because they're kind of, they're not proper animals.
Yeah,
they're like mutants, basically. Mutant wolves. Alright, so does anybody want to check on Pick? He's doing his best right now.
After the coast is clear, I think that Artie would be fine taking Morty over there so he can cast a healing spell. But I'll wait for Pick to make one more death saving throw before I help him.
Fair play.
He can critical fail.
Hey, that's a chance. I'm willing to take.
Let's see it.
I won't.
All right, here goes.
That's hilarious. Oh, you see. And you got a pass too. That's good. Awesome.
And I'll just burn one of my cure wounds at him, just level 1. So he'll get shit points.
Okay, nice.
Okay. That
I'm
brings
going
me
to
back
grab a
up.
couple of hit dice real quick, too. Actually, I'll use my second win.
Okay.
So Pick will get up and be like, whew!
Yeah, you can see that Vasily, the old man, he's also shaking with adrenaline and some obvious relief. And he basically says, "Thank the Morning Lord for your timely arrival, strangers." He lays a hand on Pick's shoulder as you're laying there in the dirt. He says, "I also thank my own stroke of genius for hiring such a competent associate. Had I known this little run would turn out so badly, I would have brought even more skilled guards along with me." And
I wouldn't have objected to that.
it's totally understandable. Consider yourself my permanent retainer, my friend, if you'll have me. Give yourself a raise, even. Your skill with those blades and your calm courage in the face of certain death is most admirable. It's exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for on my expedition.
If you're close enough, you might hear him mumble something about, meat shield's a great job.
Pays the bills.
Hell of a career, yeah.
And everybody starts somewhere.
And Groff raises an eyebrow at the phrase certain death.
Vasily is kind of yelling at this point, just trying to get his voice over the grinding horsebeat. And near the end of that sentence, the minute will be up, and so the grinding will just magically stop. The horse is a little bit overground, a little bit more gluey, but mixed in with the dire bear meat.
Could be a good stew.
Yeah.
And Vasily's just kind of pointedly not looking at it. He's just kind of angling his body to be to not see that.
I'm assuming he had some emotional attachment to that horse.
Yeah.
Nice. So Pick will kind of shake himself off and stretch out a few wounds and whatnot, and he'll turn to the others and with a bright smile, he says, "Well met, travelers. Well met. You're, as my employer said here, it's great to see you. You look like you've come a long distance."
Can you describe yourself? What's his
You
pick
can't
look
see me? No.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't
Come on.
There's like smashing jeggings, man.
This is Dungeons and fucking
Nice.
Dragons, man.
Yeah.
Kind of a
So,
fucking
you'll see it.
rogue.
We
You'll
need
see
a
a guy.
20-minute
monologue here. Whenever there's a new character.
Yeah. Yeah. So the darkness fades. No. No. Pick is dressed basically like a standard Barovian for the most part with leather armor. He's wearing like a forest cloak over his shoulders, and you can see he's got two swords that are basically a little longer than short swords, a little less than like long swords kind of thing. Other than that, yeah, he's dressed pretty plainly overall. He's a human guy, obviously, and
So he kind of looks like a local, basically.
Okay,
Okay,
so
you're dressed like a Barovian?
You're wearing
Yes.
Barovian clothes? Okay.
Basically Pick would kind of be looking at the group of you, and you would see that he's definitely happy that you're around here. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm so glad to meet strangers like yourselves. What brings you to this area of Barovia?
We're on our way to what is it called? Vallaki. Come all the way down the trail for the last since yesterday. Run into a little bit of bother ourselves on the way too.
You don't seem to be locals, other than, and he kind of nods over to Ismark and says, other than the big lad there, I've seen him before.
You could say we're guests of honor at the moment.
Nice.
From out of town.
Pickle raise a kind of an eyebrow and a quick grin there, and he says, I can definitely see that. How long have you been here?
Actually, how long have we been in game?
Not that, yeah, I'd say less than a week.
Yeah. Just
Just a few
Few
days,
days,
basically.
just a few days, but it's kind of been a bit of a whistle stop so far.
Yeah, that's one way to put it for sure. And are you looking to stay? Join our country.
Looking to stay alive these days, but I get your meaning. It'd be nice to have some more companions to travel with. Like I say, we've run into a bit of trouble on these roads ourselves. It would be good to have a few more locals around. Like I say, this is an unfamiliar land to us.
Pick would look over to Vasily and kind of shrug his shoulders like, what do you think, boss?
And he would say,
Vallaki would say, well, that's certainly where we're heading back to ourselves.
This journey was a bit of a failure, I must say. I'll need to spend some more time planning my next move before I can attempt that venture again. I'm a native of Kresk, but I'm on good terms with the Lady Wachter in Vallaki. She lets me stay at the mansion wherever I'm in town. If it's not too much trouble, then why don't we travel together? Safety in numbers, you understand. I've had my fill of dangerous encounters for one trip, and I seem to be short a horse. So that will surely put me back a few points as well.
I have a room at the inn there as well. I can show you around the town.
All right, that would be appreciated. What time of day is it now?
Late afternoon.
I mean, it's nice to meet you and all, but from our experience so far, maybe we could do the rest of the introductions whilst we move. I don't want to be hanging around in this woodland for too long.
You speak true, friend. You speak true. Is there anything in the cart that I need to carry for Vasily?
Not really.
Fucking saddle.
It was a pretty simple card. It did have an enclosure on it. It's a simple wooden card with a wooden enclosure for weather and stuff like that. And inside it had a couple pots and just like a strong box, but there's nothing in it right now. He was planning a short trip with you. But he'll talk about it. Somebody asked him about it, but.
If you don't mind me asking, where are you heading from?
Well,
Are you asking Pick or are you asking Vasily?
Vasily.
He says, well, I'm a bit of a treasure hunter as well as a merchant. I like to visit the old places, the forgotten places, or the places that other folk are too scared to venture into. Sometimes you can find all sorts of interesting things. Some of them I keep, and some of them I sell to interested buyers, let's say, like the Wachter family in Vallaki. But as for how we ended up here, we went to Castle Ravenloft, of course. I needed to see for myself what all the fuss was about. Maybe there was a way to get inside and take a look around, you know what I mean? There must be all kinds of interesting things in there. And who really knows if the majority of the castle is abandoned or not? Maybe nobody would notice a couple of rogues like us sneaking in and poking around in it. Has anyone ever really seen this Strahd fellow out and about during the day? Should have been easy. My plan was to just do a bit of eyeballing, scout around a bit, see what I would need to prepare for when I came for the real foray later. But, truth be told, we didn't even make it across the drawbridge. I was frozen in fear as soon as I passed through those mighty gates. There's something about the massive castle, the black stone, that feeling that something evil and alien, like staring into the eyes of a deadly serpent before it strikes. It sent shivers down my spine and leaped all my will to go any further. I've been to places in Barovia that make your skin crawl and your hair crawl, but just laying eyes on that devil's nest was enough adventure for me. Fortunately, just as I began to turn the wagon around, a pack of dark shapes emerged from the misty woods, growling and snarling. Direwolves the size of which you've never seen before, these ones here. They must be guarding their master during these daylight hours. They're not as big as the werewolves near Crest, mind you, but fearsome enough, as you saw for yourselves. They rushed in on us, with their jaws snapping. I pulled hard on the reins, we made a hasty retreat. We sped down the mountain as fast as we could. It wasn't nearly fast enough to outpace those beasts, though. They easily kept up with us and started lunging in to nip at the poor horse, so we went faster than we should have. Once we hit the crossroads, I tried to make that turn, and we lost control of the wagon. We crashed into the boulder just as you see it now. The wolves took down the horse, and then we battled for our lives until you came along to help. Without you, and the heroics of my men-at-arms here, I would surely have been slain and devoured along with that poor creature over there. He looks at the ground-up horse meat, the hamburger.
Just doing my job.
And just kind of shivers for a second, looks away again.
Morty stopped healing Pig a while ago, but he's still groping him. Just kind of.
Your companion is a very friendly young lad.
He'll look up at you unsettlingly.
Yeah, do you have like filed teeth?
Yeah, like from eating rats.
Yeah.
It turned a little bit carnivorous, and
strangely, you'll notice that Pick is not as unsettled as you would believe a Barovian to be. He's actually seems to be quite fond of Morty and of Groth.
Yeah, actually, I was rolling the insight check originally to see if what's his name? The guy who was talking before.
Vasily?
You just have to write that down. To see if Vasily was a fucking idiot. He was just like, I'm going to go treasure hunting around here. Let's get at the castle. I was just like, what the fuck is this guy's people? Is he just some like rich lord? But Ben said he got scared and ran away. So yeah, that was the insight check for like, hang on.
The gist of the story is that he didn't actually plan to go into the castle. He just wanted to take a look at it. He's thinking if he can get in there or not. That's what he wants to know. If he could go in there.
I can't quite recall. Like, have we met Strahd during the daytime, or has it been like evening and stuff?
When he came to the house.
Yeah, because I thought
that was at night though too.
Was it at night? For sure, at least in the evening. Because that was your first night from. Yeah,
that's when the wolves were around too.
You ate dinner in the tavern. And then Ismark took you back to his mansion, and it was that night when was it that night? Then the mansion was attacked.
Yeah, because we left right away in the morning to go to bury the father.
Yeah, so it was at night. Yeah, so even you guys, you've never seen Strahd walk around in the daytime either.
And we know the priest's son was or you guys know, the priest's son was a vampire. Clear.
Spawn, yep.
As long as this conversation is taking, should we just turn this into like a short rest so you guys can get some hit points back?
I'm gonna give Morty a candy.
Yeah, we'll say that you guys basically were just having this conversation while you're treating Pick's wounds and sorting through the wagon and stuff like that. You're just having a short conversation. You guys rest up for a little bit. It's a short rest.
Yeah, Groff might take the opportunity at least say like that we have encountered Strahd so far. So not an experience to be hoping to repeat. And our two traveling companions have recently lost their father to his minions.
And we'll look at his mark and say, "Oh, yes, I thought you looked familiar. Are you the son of Koyan?" And Ismark will nod and say, "Yes, he's my father's the burgomaster. Now that duty falls on my shoulders."
Sorry, could you repeat that name?
Koyan. Ismark's father?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one we buried.
Pick says that to Ismark. And Pick says, I never met the man, but I heard about your father.
Well, he was somewhat well known, at least in the area around our village, and the other burgomasters knew of him as well.
I'm not sure if you recognize me, kind sir, but we have seen each other before at the tavern. A few weeks ago, I was through your fair town.
I thought you looked somewhat familiar, but I don't believe we've had the chance to speak. I tried to make it a point to meet with all the visitors to the village, but I think I didn't have the chance with you.
I was there just a short time. Stopped at the inn for a meal and made my way on to Vallaki. But yes, when going through the town, I was actually looking for your father.
You're looking for my father?
Yes, I had met one of his, shall we say, staff in my travels.
You mean one of the guards, the town guards?
Yes. There was a gentleman. He seemed to have been looking for adventurers.
And Ismark stops for a second, just kind of sighs, and says, there was only one guard that we could spare to not defend the village. It was my father's idea. I was against it, but he felt the defense was lost, and turns out he was right. But he sent one of our best out alone to try to breach the mist and reach the outside, try to recruit some adventurers or soldiers, anyone that could come to Barovia and help us. But
if you,
what did you make it out? Did you meet him beyond the mist?
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. I don't have good news for you. I came across his body deep in the woods. It didn't appear he'd make it out, but your father knew a way out? Maybe some Pick getting interested.
He didn't know of a way out, but he knew that if there's a way in, there must be a way out, and the Vistani know the way out. And there's been rumors that Strahd has also sent his own minions out and brought them back again. So there's some way to get through the mist that we haven't discovered yet. But we...
So you would... Sure, go ahead.
He would just say it was just a last hope. As I said, the defense of the village was lost as my friends here saw for themselves. We didn't have any other options. We sent our last and best out, try to breach the mist, and that was our only hope that he could do it.
You would see Pick kind of almost like lost in thought for a quick second. Then he, unfortunately, I couldn't do much for the poor man, but bury his remains. But I did find this letter, and that's how I knew about looking for your father. And he'll hand the letter back to him.
And
Ismark will take it with a bit of a trembling hand, and Irene is also pretty quiet about this, but she'll turn to Groth actually and Morty, and she'll say, the one who went out was Mary's husband.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah.
Gertruda's father. He didn't want to leave his family, but he thought it was the only way to save them and the village. Try to get help. But it looks like we failed in this, as we do in everything in Barovia.
Well now, people, let's not get into dark times here. Let's we just had a bit of a battle there. Let's bring our spirits up here and make our way to Vallaki.
Yeah, Groth just sort of put his arm on Irene's shoulder and give a little bit of a pat.
And Vasily too would kind of pick up on the cue from Pick, and he'd say, Indeed, in such a dreary realm as this, one thing I've learned in my long years of survival here is, you have to take your victories where you can and appreciate them when they do come along. Today we are alive, today we live. But as a Groth, is that your name? Sorry.
Groth of Olvade.
As friend Groth here said, the day marches on, and we've already had one encounter in these woods. I don't want to see another. So I have to agree with him that it's best we keep moving. I could have made the trip. Pick and I could have made the trip easily if we still had the horse, and the wagon. But now we're on foot, so looks like we're all going to be spending the night outside somewhere before we can reach Vallaki.
Alright, let's push on.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do in the camp?
Did she have
Did that count? Go ahead.
Counts as a short rest.
Yeah. Yeah, did she have... Irene had a letter?
Yes.
Okay, she'll just pocket that for now, but maybe read it later.
Yeah. I'm going to try to find that later.
More.
Okay, here, I found it. Okay, I found it. I'll just read it to you guys quick. It's okay for, probably it would have been passed around, but anyone could have read it out loud. But this is what it says. Hail thee of might and valor. I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Kolyana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now, my dear Irina languishes from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead, encircle this land with symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves, and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return to us, and your reward will be in a better life. Koyan Indirovich, Burgomaster. I'll post that up later.
During this rest, Morty would have walked over to the ground up meat and formed several sausages and cooked them over a fire, and he'll just hand them out. The really ground up pieces of horse, could I count as glue and add glue to my inventory?
Sure, go for it.
Alright,
You're gonna melt it down? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just add a jar of glue. But I'll use this with my Shanga breast, so on top of any hit that anyone can roll, they'll also get 5 additional health from my sausage.
Oh,
Awesome.
That's fantastic. Thanks, buddy.
Song of breast is sausage healing.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I was down for most of the time with the horse meat thing, so I probably didn't even notice.
And
You'll see Vasily kind of refrains a little bit from eating the horse. He just can't bring himself to do it. The horse was his companion for a while, and it's a bit too
That's okay.
to eat the
I kept him
sausage.
from getting injured anyway, so he's not in any danger.
Yeah.
And probably by the time I'm done cooking, this whole area smells like meat. So we probably want to get going.
Yeah. And blood. Lots of blood.
Yeah. So if we're about to leave, then I'm gonna kind of turn to the others and say, well, my employment here is to make sure that Vasily makes it back. I definitely appreciate any assistance you can give me with that, but I'm willing to put myself out front and scout our path to make sure there's nothing in front of us. If you wouldn't mind staying with him.
We'll look after you, man.
Okay,
So
so
how
I'm
far
gonna
ahead
go
are you gonna go from the party?
just far enough to be in stealth.
Morty silently wondered
Even like
why
10,
we're
15.
killing the almost dead guy.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
new guy that we
Yeah.
just met.
He just had a sausage. He's all right.
Yeah.
Back on his feet.
Stealth
I
23.
guess
23?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
So
you are hidden. Tell me how you go about being hidden. Like, are you just going to be off in the trees and follow the tree line, or how do you want to do it?
Yeah, basically, Pick would just like start up the road a few feet and then just slide into the woods and disappear.
Awesome.
Cool.
Alright.
So you're gonna be just ahead of them, like 15
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
30
say
minutes,
15 feet
or
ahead as I can.
15 minutes ahead of them?
Not 15 minutes, no.
Okay. 15 feet?
Like 1 minute.
Okay.
I just want to be clear, like how far scouting ahead
means.
60 feet
Okay, alright.
maximum.
Okay,
No
no
problem.
problem.
I'm gonna empty my rat bag and fill it with horse meat.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've upgraded. Nice job.
So
So far you're prospering.
Thriving
Next
in the
step,
world,
yeah.
yeah.
Does
Does anybody else prepare anything or do anything before you guys leave the wreckage?
The scene of
The
blood,
no.
the scene of blood and gore and
broken wagon?
Good.
Okay.
Alright.
So yeah, I'd have just been talking to what's his face?
Ismark is considering destroying his crossbow, but he'll carry on.
He's
Just
just
ahead of
anti-
Irene is way better at shooting stuff. Alright.
Actually no. As we're walking and talking, this guy was a treasure hunter.
Yeah.
Ruffle asked him if he'd heard of a guy called Van Ripton.
Van Richten?
Is it, yeah, something like that. Von Richten or Van Richten or Van Ripton.
Yeah, Van Richten. And Vasily Van Richten. No, there's nobody in Vallaki anyway, but that goes by that name.
He's the only other adventurer, treasure hunter that we've heard of.
So there's a rival in Barovia.
Yeah, a man of some reputation, we've heard. Not all of it good.
Now I must make my foray into Ravenloft. The cherry of the cake here in this realm. I'm sure once I go in there, no one can top that feat.
I want to roll insight. Gee, these fucking idiots.
Go for it.
Actually, I just don't know what this guy's deal is.
14?
Yeah, you
see, like, he means what he says. Like, he's you don't know why he does it, like whether it's just his living or he gets his kicks out of it, but or just he can't stop himself from doing it out of curiosity. But he's serious about, like, eventually he wants to get into Ravenloft. Like, he thinks it's some kind of challenge, professional challenge if nothing else, for him to do that.
Russ kind of finally realised what's kind of throwing him off about this guy. He's like, you're the actually first upbeat Barovian we've met. A lot of these people seem like broken souls.
Well,
You and your travelling companion seem to have a little bit of life left in you.
Well, I think that's probably because of, and he'll say to Ismark, no offense to the present company, but I think that's probably
the fact of where you've been so far. In Barovia, things are a little bit different. In Vallaki, we're a little bit more thriving there. And yeah, I mean, all will be well. I mean, the motto of Vallaki itself is that happiness is the only way to defeat Strahd. So we try to just enjoy what we can in life. Some people enjoy their wine, some people enjoy their gold. Yeah, I just do what I can, and if I survive days like this, then of course I'm going to be happy about it.
We were in Barovia before. Is this all of this area is Barovia?
Yeah, this whole land is Barovia.
Yeah.
That's the
What
name
is
of this whole land where you are.
Where's Ismark from?
The village.
The village of Barovia.
Ah, okay, the village. Gosh, saying like,
Village of the same.
you know, they were under constant attack every night. Wolves, scratching them, tearing down the doors. Have you had these kind of troubles in Vallaki?
Long
A little
ago,
bit of hope here. You know. Like,
long ago we had those kinds of problems, but then the current burgomaster, the Baron's father, he erected a palisade around Vallaki, so it's effectively a walled town. So we just close the gates at night, and we don't have any trouble. Plus, we employ some wolf hunters that go out regularly slaying any wolves that are around the town to make the roads a little bit safer.
it sounds promising. It's actually the first bit of good news we've had for a long while.
Well,
And I think with that, Rob's kind of a little bit more pumped up, a bit more screaming.
Yeah, for sure. Certainly. I think when you get to Vallaki, you might find it a lot better than, again, I'm sorry, young burgomaster, but you know, even you must admit Vallaki is doing a little bit better. And Ismark kind of nods, and he would probably add that, you know, kind of like but you know, it's, I think also what helped Vallaki is being as far as you are from the castle. Our village was at the foot, in the very shadow of the castle itself. So we're sort of close to the heart of the matter. But Vallaki is quite far from the castle. That also helps you prosper. And silly to say, indeed, and Crest, where I'm from, originally, is even further still. And they're doing well as well. They're fine as well. Seems like the further away you get from the castle, things are better in Barovia. Might even go so far as to say the further away you get from Strahd, things are better in Barovia.
Yeah, maybe Groff a chuckle and be like, yeah, I still can't understand why you're so intent to get in there.
Just think about it. If all the rumors, legends, whatever they are, myths are true, there must be incredible things in that castle. Things that maybe no one's seen for hundreds of years. I could be the first one to find those things. Some might be worth keeping, some might be worth selling. I don't know.
Well, Groff kind of just gives like a half-assed chuckle and gets back to walking.
I know, this is not like while you're walking, you guys are chatting. Yeah. Just shoot.
How long is the trip from here to Vallaki?
From here to Vallaki is going to be a bit of a trip. Give me a second. So you guys, it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be a while. It's going to be. You won't get there till tomorrow. So you're going to have to camp out. It's going to be about 18 or 19 hours of travel time.
Yep.
To get to the city, to the town, from where you are now. But let's get back to you guys being on the road.
Yeah.
So you guys keep walking, and Pick is still scouting ahead. And for the most part, you don't see anything unusual. There's no other beasts or creatures or monsters. You're still walking through the same misty, shrouded, oppressive woods and the muddy road that follows through them. But other than that, there's no other danger. So you travel fairly easily for about 5 hours, let's say. And after 5 hours of travel, the Old Svalich Road transitions from being a winding path through the Vallaki Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. And in the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake. Its water is dark and still. It'll still take you till tomorrow to reach there to descend into the valley and follow the winding road into town. But at this point, there's a branch in the road. Oh, here's really loud typing.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay. No big deal. So there's a branch at this point where you guys are, when you're looking down into this valley and you see the lake in the distance, the town in the distance, and the mountain next to you. You're actually at another crossroads. And it's not a crossroads like the road crossroads. It's more like just a trail that goes off. And here you see down the trail is a dilapidated stone windmill. Its warped wooden vanes nearly stripped bare. So Ismark stops at this crossroads and he gestures to the windmill and he says, "That's old Bonegrinder." And he turns to Groth and he says, "If you still wish to rescue Gertruda, then that's surely where the old woman has taken her."
Silence.
Yeah, sorry.
He's just saying.
Groth asks, fucking what's his face? Vasilis?
Yeah.
If he's heard of. There have been a number of disappearances, children going missing. An old woman offering pies. Was it pies or cake? Dream pies.
Yes. Yes, we know her. We know her well. I think most people in Barovia do. As well. I've seen her in Vallaki and in Crest and on the road a few times as well. She always travels with a wagon that's filled with those dream pastries. I've never tried them, of course. They have a certain reputation, you understand. But as far as I know, she's made no other trouble than that. The burgomaster in Vallaki has made no restrictions against her. She peddles her wares and then returns to the windmill to make more pastries. She is known to take children with her, but they were given to her by the parents in return for more pastries. It's quite a horrible business model, I know, but there's not much anyone can really do about it. The townsfolk eat the pastries of their own free will. She doesn't force them to do it. She merely caters to a certain demographic of hopeless, desperate people in Barovia. I should say I'm more inclined to punish the parents who willingly partake of such delicacies when they clearly know the outcome. In any case, I think it doesn't hurt to knock on the door and ask about the girl you seek. Maybe some kind of deal can be struck with the old woman. She is known to be fond of coin as well.
Have any of these children ever been returned or seen again?
I wouldn't really know, but I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't really kept tabs on the children. I have no children of my own, so it's not been an issue for me personally. But I don't think they've returned. I don't recall any children coming back. And he looks to Ismark and he says, "So what about you, young burgomaster? Have you had children return who've left with the old woman, Morgantha, right?" And he says, "Yes, we haven't had any return either. They go with her and we don't know what happened."
Morgantha, yeah. And so Groth rounds on his mark a little bit on that one. So all these years, this woman's been taking the children, never to be seen again. Nobody thought to do anything.
And you see like that kind of pain on his face, like the last time this topic came up, and he says, "I know we've failed in our duty, and it's something I wanted to deal with, and I know my father wanted to deal with it as well, but it seemed like we just always had more pressing concerns. We've tried to like run her out of the village, but she comes back again later.
I don't know. It's like as you know, as the merchant says, we've tried to keep her out, but then sometimes the villagers go looking for her outside the village. She waits for them beyond the boundary of the village, and they seek her out for the pastries. We can't stop people from eating pastries if they're so intent upon it. It's vile, I agree. But he says, he looks at the windmill again, he's deep in thought, and he says, it pains me to think about the poor girl being trapped in there. Who knows what will happen to her? If my father were here right now, I know he would at least try to rescue her. But my first priority has to be my sister's safe delivery to Vallaki.
I think Irina, she's kind of holding the letter from Gertruda's father in her pocket at the moment.
Yeah, she takes it out and she's looking at the letter, and she's thinking about what her brother said, and she looks up at him and she says, "Brother, how can I think only of myself? She's an orphan, as you say. There's nobody else in this sad realm who will come for her. She's helpless and alone. I know what the first feels like, but because of your love and strength and the help of our companions here, I've never had to suffer the second. If worrying about me is holding you back from doing your duty as the burgomaster of our village, then I'll gladly wait outside while you retrieve the girl."
Alright, we could just go and make a house call. Just have a knock and see how the girls are getting on there.
Yep, and Vasily then nods and adds, "Yes, a sound plan. I'm no hero, and I've already had enough trouble today, so I'm also quite happy to wait outside. Well, I'm not totally helpless, or heartless, sorry. Pick, why don't you go with them? I'm sure with your talents to aid them, it'll be a quick in and out in no time. Then we'll be back on our way to Vallaki. If she's amenable, maybe we can even spend the night. We don't know.
Pick would nod at his employer's words, knowing that there's a fat bonus involved anytime he has to do anything that's outside of his purview.
Yeah, I think
he's like, yes. I'll give you a bonus on top of your raise.
Happy to oblige, Your Honor.
Yeah,
after hearing this touching story, Morty is quite moved. He has a bit of a sweet tooth, and after eating rats for a few months, he did exactly get it fulfilled. So he would care less about kids, but he really wants to try one of her pies. But he'll leave RD outside with Irina and anyone else who's staying outside.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you guys are still down the trail a bit. You haven't approached the windmill yet. You're still standing at kind of the crossroads.
Morty picks up the pace.
Towards the windmill?
Morty begins moving so quickly on Artie that he begins to catch up with Pick.
Yeah, Pick goes deep into stealth again with a critical.
What?
I critted stealth.
Nice, awesome. So
you're beyond ghost level, man. Like you're erased from the memory of all presence. Nobody remembers you were there. That's how stealthy you are.
Perfect.
Meanwhile, Morty's singing about how much he likes pie.
Okay.
Yeah, I also like Gross got the one of the warlock invocation things, Devil's Sight or Devil's Eye. So it's like detect magic basically.
Yeah.
But it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, sheet of lead, or some other stuff. I'll paste that into chat.
Okay.
But I like that. At least I like that up, especially as we sort of. I'm assuming that's kind of like gated off, or there's some kind of fencing around it. So as we're sort of approaching their boundary, I'd like to have detect magic up, which is a range of 30 foot.
Yep. Sure.
Sorry, are you looking at anything particular, or are you just looking at the windmill?
Just because like she seems like some kind of a witch. Yeah, she's making all these kind of fucking magical dream pie things.
Okay.
So like,
So you
Yeah.
look at the windmill, and you said it's limited by stone. 1 foot of stone. So you can't penetrate through the stone wall of the windmill. But let me describe it to you quick. What you actually see when you guys walk up to it. So the onion domed edifice leans forward into one side, as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You see gray brick walls and dirt-covered windows on the upper floors. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above an old iron door, leading to the building's interior. The vanes high above slowly turn in the wind, creating a abrasive grinding sound that gives this place its name. Beyond the windmill is a forest. You can see a ring of 4 squat megaliths at the forest edge. Ravens can be seen circling in the air above the stones. And perched on a wooden beam above the door to the windmill is another raven. It hops and squawks at you, seemingly agitated. So when you look at the windmill, what would you see through your detect magic? Just things would be outlined, kind of glowing. I think you're muted.
You're muted, Dave.
So, you sense a presence of magic.
Okay.
Faint aura. Any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. So yeah, any magical creatures or objects will have some kind of aura, and I'll learn the school of magic if it has a school.
Old school.
So I mean, it is made out of stone, so you're not going to get much from that, but you do sense through the windows and whatever else that there's some magic in there, for sure, like magical creatures in there. But again, it's you can't really figure it out too much.
Yeah, but like within the grounds, like as we're sort of walking up the path, there's no like obvious like fucking like wardings or anything like that.
No, there's nothing like that. There's no like magical traps outside or anything like
that.
Yeah,
that's gonna work.
Any magic that there is basically inside. You just feel like there's some magic, but it's like inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I remember you used that before, right, on Strahd? Didn't you use that when you met Strahd? And you felt this really powerful, huge wave of magic coming off of him, right? It's nothing like that. It's nothing at that level. It is magical. There's magic in there, magical creatures, whatever you want to call it, but it's not the same level as Strahd.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
So, do you guys want to do anything before you go up or go in, or what do you want to do? You're standing
How
in front
close
of
is
the
Morty
window
at this
right now.
point? Yeah, how close is Morty at this point?
Morty?
Yeah.
He's probably walked right up to the door, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, is it just a windmill? It's not like a storefront also, right? Can I smell the cakes being baked?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I am at the door and no one stopped me.
I have no idea to stop you, so I will look it through the window in my mixed stealthy stun.
Yeah, it's late. It's evening, so you know, like you can see there's some lights in the windows and stuff like that. And you can smell like pastries kind of baking coming through. And
Is there anything sitting on the windowsill?
no, the door doesn't close, but there's no lock on it. So.
I mean, honestly, like, I haven't done anything that insane around Pick. I should keep in my head. He hasn't been around me enough. So I think Pick just thinks I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yep, I am confident in every regard.
Yeah, Gruff sees Morty, so Gruff will pick up the pace to try and keep up with Morty. He's just like, oh, fucking hell.
Awesome.
We leave Ishmark behind, don't we?
Ismark would very much like to join you inside because he feels duty-bound as the burgomaster to be there to negotiate the release of his villager. But he doesn't want Irina to go in, though. Like, Irina said she'll stay outside, and he's in total agreement with that. And Vasily's going to stay outside, too.
Yeah, Gruff... Oh, sorry.
Well, he's on the door there. Sorry, go ahead.
I left Artie behind,
Mm-hmm.
so unlike my little gnome leg, and reduce movement speed. I am booking it as quick as possible. It's always like a cartoon thing where I smell it and like drift through the air a little bit, and then just take off toward it.
Awesome. I'm hoping my lead will allow me to get to the place first and have a look around, back doors, windows, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you can do that. You obviously see that Morty's running full speed on his little gnomish legs straight for the door. So, but you might not know. You're not very familiar with Morty yet. So you don't really.
Oh yeah, I'm not really worried.
You don't know what he's capable of.
I'm looking at the area yet.
Yeah.
I want to know if there's back door, front door, side doors.
No,
windows on the
back.
first, second, third floors.
There are windows on the other floors. Yeah. The upper floors, not the ground floor. There's, like I said, there's the wooden platform that circles the upper part.
Yeah.
And that's about it. There's no back door. There's just one door in, and it's a circular building.
Yeah. Could I get in from that platform if I were up there, theoretically? Do I think that I could get in? Would be a better phrasing.
You could probably, if you found a way to open one of the windows. You'd have to climb up there.
Alright, I just wanted to know that first of all.
You think you could do it, but it's not like you could just jump up and grab it. So like you'd have to think of a way to get up there first of all. And then I think you would feel like getting in the windows the easiest part of this. Actually getting up there in the first place. But you also think it's also a good exit too. It'd be easy to come out through one of the windows, and then you could probably dangle yourself down and try to jump. Take a bit of a fall, but it's a good way to get out too.
Alright, I'm gonna stay in stealth.
Like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in stealth as close to the door as I can get. Maybe even like back against the wall while Morty is knocking on the door, kind of thing.
Yeah, you can stand to one side. Sure, you can stand to one side. Irina and Cecilia are just gonna stand outside the door, just kind of off the trail, just sit there on the grass, basically. They'll just wait for you guys to go in and talk to her and see what happens after that.
Cool.
So Morty's gonna open the door and go in?
Morty?
Yeah.
I mean, would it, well, honestly, I suppose if it would be more common to knock, but Morty doesn't know anything about social graces. So honestly, like with this big stream of drool coming down his face, he should just try to open the door and walk in.
Awesome. Alright, so Morty's gonna go in. The door opens. It's an iron door, but it opens easily. Even for you.
Inward or outward?
Inward.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's no lock on it, so you can just go in. It opens easily. And Groth, are you going in with Morty?
Yeah, I was keeping up with Morty, so I'll be at his side.
Okay. So when Morty and Groth go in, are you going to stay outside or are you going to follow them in? Ismark's going to follow you guys in too.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for, I'm going to count to 15, and then I'm going to try to sneak in behind them.
Okay. You're paranoid as fuck, man. That's good. Alright, so you guys go in. Ismark follows Morty and Groth in right away. He's probably even going to be the one that goes in right after Morty. He just wants to go in, do his duty, see what he can be done, and then get out and get back on the road again.
So I'm looking for like a table or a chair just inside the door that I can kind of duck behind while their three bodies are kind of in the way.
Yeah, sure. So you open the door to the ground floor of the windmill, and the ground floor has been converted into a makeshift kitchen. But the room is filthy. Baskets and old dishware piled everywhere. Adding to the clutter is a peddler's cart, a chicken coop, a heavy wooden trunk, and a pretty wooden cabinet with flowers painted on its doors. In addition to the clucking of chickens, you hear toads croaking. The sweet smell of pastries blends horridly with the stench that burns your nostrils. The awful odor comes out of an open, upright barrel in the center of the room, and small human bones litter the flagstone floor. Warmth issues from the brick oven against one wall, and a crumbling staircase ascends the wall across from it. You hear laughter and cackling from somewhere higher up. And baking in the oven are a dozen dream pastries.
I open the oven.
Okay.
I do a perception check for. Did you say small human bones?
Yeah.
Well, small human bones. Yeah.
So I'd recognise them as small human bones with a perception of 19.
Yes. You recognize them as small human bones. If you guys walk around in the room a bit, you can also see into the coop. You can see that there's 3 chickens, a rooster, and some freshly laid eggs. And then like I said, there's that stinking barrel in there as well. It's open already, so you can already see what's inside it. It's got a glistening greenish black ichor inside of it. And then, like I said, other things in there is the cabinet, the flower cabinet with flowers painted on it. It's closed at the moment, but you can open it if you want. And there's the trunk as well. That's closed at the moment.
Okay, while they're doing stuff, whatever they're about to do, I'm going to go to that barrel and use my poisoner's kit. And both extract some and test some.
Okay, how are you going to test it? You can easily extract it, or tell me how you extract it anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming that the poisoner's kit has like like those vials and tubes and stuff like that, along with some powders or whatnot that might give me a sense of what's in it, or some way to identify that.
Sure. Yep.
I got a 21.
21. Yeah, for sure. You can extract it safely with that roll. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch you guys over on roll 20 to a map of this place. It's gonna help. There we go.
Yeah, vials, chemicals, and stuff right there.
Yeah. Okay, so you can extract it easily with that. But as for testing it, that's pretty tough in this case because you try to test it, but your results are inconclusive. You don't come up with anything for what it is.
Fair enough.
Is anyone else interested in testing this stuff? I could give you some other tips.
I'm gonna do the classic
eat it.
smell check.
Smell check.
Okay, it smells horrible.
Classic.
It's traditional.
But
I don't know. I got that shit.
Grok,
You've got your Eldritch Sight or whatever it is, right? Going still?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you see
strong magical aura from this stuff that's in the barrel.
So
why don't you give me an Arcana check?
Ooh.
Oh, created it.
Wow, fantastic.
Okay. So you know that this is Demon Ichor.
Demon Ichor.
Demon Ichor,
yeah. And because you crit it, I'll even say that you would know some typical uses for it. So one of them, like not necessarily stuff you practice yourself, but you just know like what it's used for. You would know like it's used for scrying is one use for it. It can also be used for summoning of like lesser demonic creatures, basically. You can't summon a big demon through a little bit of ichor, but it can be used for lesser demons. And that's about what you know it's used for.
Bad shit.
Yeah, it's not good.
Well,
Poisonous itself?
I
I asked Grok that.
What you ask, sorry?
Is it poisonous in and of itself? Either magically or content-wise?
That is a good question. I don't know the answer to that. So I'm going to say...
I'll take a look.
Let's put it this way. Like, it's toxic if you ingest it, for sure. Right? Like, you wouldn't want to eat this or drink it. So as far as you're concerned on that level, it can be used as poison. But you don't know if it has other poisonous properties, like if someone were to inhale the vapors from it or something, like you don't know that part. But you can guess it's toxic enough that if someone ingested it, it wouldn't be healthy for them.
Just to throw this out here, I just did a quick check. Somebody sent Chris Perkins a question. Are there any specific properties or uses for the demon ichor in Strahd?
You're metagaming?
No. Perkins' response was, I'm sure there's an imaginative and wicked DM can devise something appropriately horrible. Its properties are not codified.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
I don't remember seeing anything about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the fact that again
you're
not like
a
demon worshiper or conjurer or anything like that, so you don't really know what
its
its full potential, let's say.
I thought maybe Groth might, but I don't know. Because he's
Yeah,
talking about
Groth in
different-
general, I mean, he just has the knowledge of what it is, what it can be typically used for.
Cool, I'll
While
keep one
there-
file of it.
What's
What's
that?
that,
Morty?
Morty?
While they're distracted with that, more to eat your pie.
Okay.
Awesome.
All
Alright, so you open the oven, you pull it up.
Honestly, I feel bad about myself because Groff should have been fucking on Morty, making sure he wasn't eating pies. Yeah, carry on.
Like in my head, like I could have played it smart, like a good player, but I
Yeah,
couldn't.
No, you're playing it totally Morty.
No, I knew Morty was going to go and eat a pie, and as we were walking up, I was like, don't let fucking Morty eat a pie. But we see the echo, I'm just like, oh, fuck, he's at the...
Yeah. Alright, so Morty ate a pie. Awesome.
Constitution check for being in the oven still hot.
Fresh
Fresh
out of the oven, man.
man.
So
So they're like
perfect.
so
So they're
they're
still
like
like
steaming a little bit, and they're totally fresh and soft, and just like fresh baked, any kind of baking. And but when you hold it in your hand, you look at it first, and it looks and like exactly like a mincemeat pie. And when you taste it, it tastes exactly like a mincemeat pie as well. So, can you please give me a Constitution saving throw?
Right.
Can I?
Luckily, I am a rock gnome, which is part dwarf, so I'm not horrible at this.
Yeah, you probably got good Constitution.
Can I use the help action to do the Heimlich maneuver on it?
Well, he already ate it, so we gotta see what happens first.
18.
18?
Oh, nice. Okay. So you just passed. So you eat it, and you feel basically you feel high for like a few seconds. You feel like this elevated state of consciousness. Almost like you took the arcanic baking equivalent of cocaine, and you're just sitting there on this high that threatens to overwhelm you, but then it recedes and you can maintain control of yourself. So, for you...
Morty's sad that he passed.
Yeah,
it would have been more fun if you failed.
Leave it to the dice.
So you are fine. So you just feel really great. You feel like king of the world, but there's no other ill effects for you. So you're actually safe to eat these things.
Yeah, having already ate one, I'll walk up to Groth and kind of pull on him while he's inspecting this acre, and kind of like without saying it, looking like, oh, you should try these, they're really good.
And you saw that he ate it, and he's fine.
Well, and there's like minced meat all over my face. Like, even if you're paying attention, it's obvious that I already ate one.
Mm-hmm.
My pupils are a little bit more dilated than normal, but other than that, I'm fine.
Who notices that kind of thing?
Did you say before there wasn't many cattle around?
Cackling? Laughing and
cackling.
No
cattle. I mean, like in the village of Barovia, there's no cattle. There's no like cows, pigs, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If he's holding the pie, Groff's going to smack it out of his hand.
Could be wolf meat. Who knows, right?
Oh,
yeah. We've just seen the small human bones in the fucking corner. Yeah.
I want to begin feeding the pie to the chickens.
Alright, so you put the pie. Just in curiosity, if anybody knows anything about farming, do chickens actually eat meat?
They might pick at anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say the same thing. We'll say these chickens, you open the coop, you drop some of the dream pies in, and they start pecking at it, and you see some of them just kind of start clucking, and they kind of just fall over, like not dead, but like almost like they're asleep. And then some of them are fine. So you see a mix of reactions. But they're like kind of twitching and fluttering their wings and kind of cooing. Happily, actually. They don't seem threatened or in distress.
Can I roll medicine? Just to see if I recognize what's going on.
Okay.
I'm horrible at medicine.
Sure. Well, you never know.
Medicine is a wisdom skill.
Yeah. No.
Morty is now just randomly carrying around one of these like unconscious chickens, kind of like a rubber chicken from his axe. And I want to fill one of the pie dishes with horse meat and throw into the oven like a meatloaf.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
just making myself at home.
Yeah, you can do that. You start like preparing stuff in the kitchen. Gross and Pick, do you guys want to do anything else? Do you want to look at the cabinet?
Yeah, I'm grabbing 4 eggs.
Okay.
I'm grabbing 4 eggs from the chicken coop, and I'm gonna hide in stealth at the base of the stairs.
Okay.
Groff would, whilst he's sort of smacked the pie away from him and he starts off making his meatloaf, I'd want to go and inspect the bones.
The bones? Okay.
Like I want to see like either if they're like are they old bones, like sort of like bleached and like dry, or are they kind of still like, is there still meat on them? Is it still marrowy? Is it?
Okay. So give me an investigation. You see a sign, man, in Bermuda. Okay. So you know that they're old bones, and they've been boiled and scraped clean, basically. Yeah.
What's Ismark doing all this?
Good question. What is Ismark doing?
Groff would have at least sort of shown him the bones. Maybe we pointed out that Ica was for like demon summoning, and then like.
Yeah, I think to be honest, Ismark, he would do like a cursory examination of the ground floor, and then he'd probably be moving to the stairs, and he'd be kind of like looking up and listening what's upstairs, thinking about going up there. Okay, so
I'll have his back at the bottom of the stairs, hidden.
Yeah.
If Groff sees Ismark like actually trying to ascend the stairs, or sort of give him a little wait signal.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna actually go up yet. He's just waiting for you guys to finish the room, but
those pies take 40 minutes at least.
Morty's still baking.
At this point, Morty's going like a full vaudeville cloud act. He's got the like rubberish chicken in one hand and the pie in the other hand. And he's just walking to the stairs.
Okay. So as
Groff will be like, Ismark, stop Morty. And then go up. Can I do a final, as we're just sort of like checking around and having a look, is there anything kind of flammable, like oils or anything like that? Any kind of alcohols for like stripping stuff down, or?
Not really. Not just laying around in the immediate area. Like I said, there's still like 2 things you guys haven't looked at yet, but from what you can see just in the room, there's nothing immediately flammable.
Like
it's more like a kitchen, than
but like
a workshop.
Kitchen cupboards and that. Yeah, but like
you haven't opened those yet.
Yeah. So I'd like to sort of check out the cupboards and all that as well.
Okay. So if you look in the cabinets, you see wooden bowls full of herbs and baking ingredients, including flour, sugar, several gourds of powdered bone. Hanging on the inside of the cabinet doors are a dozen locks of human hair. Amid various concoctions are 3 small labeled containers that hold elixirs. The first elixir is labeled youth, and it looks like a golden syrup. The second elixir is labeled laughter, and it looks like a red pea. The third elixir is labeled mother's milk, and it looks like a greenish milky liquid. You want to look in the trunk too?
Yeah, I want
to look around at stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
so you open up, when you first walk up to the wooden trunk, you notice that it has tiny holes bored into its lid. And when you open it up, you see that it contains 100 croaking toads. So as soon as you lift, and they're just like rammed in there, so as soon as you lift the lid, toads just immediately start jumping up and hopping around in the kitchen.
Can I immediately close the lid?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
So while you guys are searching the room. The iron door suddenly slams shut with a loud clang, and it locks with a shimmering blue light that surrounds the seams of the door where it meets the stone wall. You hear a soft cackle that echoes around the circular confines of the windmill's interior, setting your teeth on edge. Then you hear a tap, tap, tapping as an old woman slowly makes her way down the stairs from the second floor. She's dressed in dark, dirty rags and wears a cloak of blood-stained raven feathers. Her skin is gray and wrinkled, but her gleaming golden eyes are sharp and predatory. She comes to a stop at the bottom of the stairs and rests her hands on the twisted wooden cane she leans on. Who dares to disturb my dwelling? Have you come for my dream pastries? Or perhaps you have something else to offer,
Morty looks up with her with like mixed meat all over his face and just smiles at her.
I see you already tried my pastries. And how many have you eaten? I'll expect fair payment for that. One gold
Technically,
piece.
I only ate one.
But I see a lot are missing. And she glances at the chickens. I believe that's 5 gold. Owed. One gold apiece.
I had 5 to chickens? No way.
You ate one, and there's 4 chickens. How many did you put there? I don't know how many
How
did you put
big
there.
is dream pies? I was just gonna give like 1 to the chicken.
Alright, so we'll say 2. 2 gold then. She said,
I had-
2 gold.
I began digging through my bag to give her 2 gold.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's easy for you.
I don't have 5 gold.
Okay, so you hand her? You hand her 2 gold?
Yep.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, young man. If you can help yourself to more, if you have more gold. I can even bake you some more for the road. Anyone else like some dream pies?
My friend here is obviously interested in your culinary treats. He's a bit of a chef himself. If you look in the oven, you might see he's cooking you up a little surprise too.
And she stops for a second, kind of sniffs the air, and she says, "Oh, equine cuisine. Yes, it's rather rare in Barovia. Where did you find that?" I also am a connoisseur of rare ingredients in my pies.
I'll point to pick food. Are you
trying to hide?
Yes. Can he see me?
I can't
Well,
tell.
perception.
It's horrible. So like, I go to point to pick, and I'm just like spinning around the room looking for him.
Good.
Gruff will be like, is that, I think those pies have set his tummy a bit funny.
And actually, at this point, I have to say Ismark would probably interrupt. And he'd probably say, we're here for a young girl, 7 years old, named Gertruda. She went missing from my village. I'm the burgomaster of Barovia village. She was staying with you.
We bring some sad news. Her mother recently passed, so she should I know her father a long time ago passed. Her mother more recently came into some problems, but we'll be holding the funeral ceremony at the village. She would, of course, be expected to attend, as is the custom.
So tap, tap, tap. The old woman slowly circles the room, eyeing you thoughtfully. Gertruda, you say? We've seen many children in our time, haven't we? How am I to know one child from the other with these old tired eyes of mine?
The hints would be in the name.
Sorry? What was that, man?
She answers to the name Gertruda. You could just call her down now.
Well, if I did have this child, you see, what do you have to offer for her? Everything has a price in sweet Barovia. She cackles softly to herself again.
She's just a child. I mean, you're not saying you actually own her. You're just
I
a
have
guardian?
Children are often given to us as payment when there's no gold.
I have a bag full of horse meat, which you like.
What? Horse feed?
Yeah.
Horse-
Yeah, you
horse
can.
meat,
You
okay, horse
can.
meat.
It was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
delicacy.
Yeah,
I got a whole bag full of it. I'll
Yeah.
trade her a bag of meat for a kid.
Basically,
One-
one for one.
Yeah.
Nice. She chuckles and laughs and says, well, that is quite the deal. Quite the interesting proposal, young man. But you see, as I was saying before to this fine dwarf gentleman, the children are payment for goods purchased. So in a sense, I suppose we do own them, and we are not in the habit of selling children. We are not the savages that sell children or give them away. I'm afraid children are not for sale here, even if we did have this, what was her name, Gertruda.
But surely you must be respecting the customs here. Her mother recently passed. She needs to be at the funeral, of course. Doesn't matter where she's living now.
Many sad things happen in Barovia. I just try to help where I can by giving happy dreams to my customers.
Grothel called Gertruda in a loud voice.
And you shout, basically, right? Loud enough that it could be heard throughout the windmill? Okay.
Yeah.
So you hear...
Well, I don't know how big the windmill is, but yeah, I'll call up to at least the next floor kind of thing.
Yeah, you basically shout.
I'm not going to start like screaming in the middle of the...
And I think at this point too, Ismark will kind of come to the same conclusion as you that, you know, you're not really going to get anywhere with her. And he's going to...
Gertruda, friends of your mother, friends of Mary Oleg, wouldn't you come down?
And you hear... Yeah, you hear kind of like a muffled sound from upstairs. And you hear some more laughing and giggling. And the old woman's eyes suddenly change as Ismark in particular tries to get past her to go up the stairs. And she looks at you all now with undisguised hatred and malice. And she says, "You dare to threaten me in my own home? If you have nothing to offer me, then perhaps you have something worth taking, hmm?" She smiles and turns her eyes in the direction of the iron door. She sniffs the air for a moment again and smiles. What's this? The Devil's Bride has come to visit old Morgantha. The master of Castle Ravenloft would be most grateful to have her return to him. Yes, he would, wouldn't he? Hmm? Come, my daughters! It's time to play with our visitors while I fetch a little prize for us. You blink for a moment and see her step back into the stone wall itself. She disappears without a trace. Just then you hear a scream from outside. And that is where we're going to end the session.
Just to clarify, that we should know the horse meat, right?
I think she's still interested.
She's possibly interested.
There's a chance it might still come.
Yeah, she's going to see what she can get first. And then, you know, horse meat might still be part of the deal. So, so there you go. All I'm going to add is you also hear two voices echo down from the upper floors of the old Bonegrinder saying, "Ooh, you hear that, Fire? We have some new playthings. I'm so excited. The last one's bled out too soon. How boring." Another voice replies, "Indeed, Sister Sunday. Let's go introduce ourselves and take our time with these ones." Then you hear the sound of footsteps hurrying down the stairs. That is where we're going to end the session.
Nice.
Helping people's good.
All right. Good job, guys.
Yes, sir.
And nice work with Pick Night Breeze. I like it. And Morty's baking.
By the way, I gave her 1 more gold for the moon pie that I'm holding currently.
Nice.
So.
Awesome. So we'll pick up in 2 weeks with the resolution of what can be done in the old Bonegrinder. All right.
Yeah.